Welcome to this very special video. I just found out that apparently Dynasty Warriors is getting a remaster, and I saw the 25th anniversary website, and at first I was like, oh, just DLCs for Dynasty Warriors Origins. Oh, that's just a bunch of trash. But then I looked a little bit further, and as you can see right there, they actually have a remaster that's going to happen one day. I don't know exactly when, because nobody knows, but I wanted to talk about what's the most likely scenario going to be here. What's going to be the remaster, and how they are probably going to make it. Reality versus expectation, obviously. The first thing I want to say is that don't expect too much. We're talking about Omega Force and Koei Tecmo. Can't expect much from them, which is not always a bad thing, but you can't expect that they're gonna make the perfect remake. They're not going to make a remake. What they're gonna do is probably they're gonna take the game that they wanted to remaster and just up the graphics a little bit, just like on emulator. Nothing special, nothing beyond what anyone would do if they want to save a lot of money and make a lot of money, min-maxing. But what's the most likely scenario? So we have a list of games: Dynasty Warriors 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And we're going to talk about which one's going to be the most likely one, or which ones are going to be the most likely ones. So let's start with Dynasty Warriors 2. It's not going to be Dynasty Warriors 2, obviously, because even though it's the 25th anniversary of the game, it doesn't make a lot of sense to remake a game that is more like a prototype, more like something that they threw together one day. Because the first real Dynasty Warriors, in the way the modern Dynasty Warriors games work and just how you can play them, is Dynasty Warriors 3. And unless they're gonna make like a trilogy of Dynasty Warriors 3, 2 and 4, there's not gonna be a Dynasty Warriors 2. So that's the most unlikely one, I guess. And let's go through the unlikely ones first. The next unlikely one is going to be Dynasty Warriors 5, just because it already got a remaster. Most people don't know about that, but there's Dynasty Warriors 5 Special, and there's the Xbox 360 version, which is already remastered, if you know that. And so there is no reason to remaster a game that already existed in a state where it is considered remastered. Just like Samurai Warriors 2 is already remastered in a version on PlayStation 3 since 2013, and Musou Orochi Z is already like a remaster of Warriors Orochi 1 and 2. Yeah, so what is it gonna be? It's not gonna be Dynasty Warriors 6 either, because even though that game could be considered, because it has basic things that could be improved, it's not gonna be that game either, because it's not because it's too recent. I wouldn't say a 20 years old game is recent, but it is more like a remaster already in the way it looks on PlayStation 3 and PC. Then they can't do much with this game. So we have Dynasty Warriors 3, a very loved Dynasty Warriors, one of the better ones. And many people love this game. It's one of the fan favorites. It's one of the core Dynasty Warriors games, probably the one that shaped modern Dynasty Warriors games, especially because of like what it added: items, weapons, and so much that is important. What also happened is like it's a lot more memorable because of its voice acting, not because it was good, but because it was memorable. So you basically have you basically have this game that doesn't look too great, but the gameplay is amazing. Dynasty Warriors 3 is very good in the way it works, not in the way it looks. Very deserved of a remaster. Then you have the problem that there's another game that deserves a remaster, and especially that game. It's Dynasty Warriors 4. And they're probably gonna make complete editions, at least I hope so. To make like they did in Dynasty Warriors 8, to have Extreme Legends combined with the original game, and then remaster that. That would be perfect for Dynasty Warriors 4. And maybe they could also add Empires to it, that would be perfect. Dynasty Warriors 4 Complete Edition. That is also a very likely thing to happen, because people love Dynasty Warriors 4, especially the Japanese people like Dynasty Warriors 4 the most, while more of the Western audiences like Dynasty Warriors 3. So you basically have these two games that are very liked, you know, unlike Dynasty Warriors 5, which is very rarely mentioned at all. So, you know, very likely that we're gonna get Dynasty Warriors 3 or 4, and if we're lucky we're gonna get a complete edition with all the content in it. I very much hope that it's going to be a release for all consoles and also for PC. I mean, you can hope. But if it's going to be just a PC release, then I hope that they're gonna make a complete edition that doesn't run on outdated code, like many other old PC games. It's kind of like, if you know about these versions, Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition, you know, and like the normal Stronghold Definitive Edition. Very good, not just a remaster, basically a remake, and with more content. Obviously you can't expect that from a game that just calls itself a remaster, so you can't expect too much from that. We're not gonna get extra content, we're not gonna get some weird new stuff, it's not gonna happen. But if they're gonna make it similar to that, then I hope that they're not gonna take like Dynasty Warriors 4 Hyper and just up the graphics a little bit. Like that they just start looking like on emulator. That would be stupid, that would not be worth spending your money on. But if they actually put work into it and make it look similar to Dynasty Warriors 8, maybe Dynasty Warriors Origins, if they do that, that's already enough. Like, I'm not asking for much, I'm asking for texture changes, that we get a Dynasty Warriors 4 that plays the same way, or a Dynasty Warriors 3 that plays the same way, but looks so much better. If that actually happens, then this is probably the best thing this company has done in the past 21 years. So, you know, it's gonna be very interesting. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think is going to be the remaster? What do you want it to be? And what are your arguments for it not being Dynasty Warriors 3 or 4, or for it being that one, probably? I want to know that. Maybe you could even join my Discord server and we can talk there or send messages there. Would be pretty nice. Probably still gonna take a while until they reveal anything about this, but I'm probably gonna talk about this many times more. Probably gonna make another video about this if there's anything that they reveal about it. I know I'm like 2 days late almost for this, but that's because I had to work on videos, you know. I have a lot of stuff in the recent like time. I've done a lot of stuff that will be released soon, so yeah, I didn't have time to make a video about this yet, but now I have time. And it's, you know, my mind is running with possibilities, because I didn't expect that. All my expectations and calculations towards what they have been doing would not go this way. This is unexpected, like it's like living in a dream. So, you know, it's a very special thing. I know that not a lot of visuals at the moment. I'm probably gonna put something in the background, some gameplay or whatever, because I'm not gonna have the website that they have running in the background of the video for like 10 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I hope you liked what I talked about here. Maybe you have a similar opinion, maybe a different opinion. Maybe give the video a like so that other people can see that maybe can give their opinion on this. And maybe subscribe to see the videos that I'm currently working on, and maybe you like those videos as well. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in one of my other videos, maybe in another video that talks about the remaster. And yeah, bye bye.